And 12408.
How do you like the hammer?
The hammer makes me think of the sickle, which makes me want to reap wheat and kill all the Russians.
It's exactly what I hoped you'd say.
that short for Clementine?
I ain't do nothing. I didn't go take the I'll go here. Exchange ribbon from Sweden. You don't know.
Well, glad y'all came, and we are the Rowdy Rivers Band. All right, let's do it. Wait, let me get some of my beer. Hold on. Wait, get that beer. Super beer. Where's it at?
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah, right.
It's all right.
Yes.
You've been making your brag around town that you really love my man. But the man I love, when he picks up trash, he puts it in the garbage can. That's what you look like to me, and what I seem to be. You better close your face and stay out of my way if you don't want to go to this city.
What?
If you don't want to go to this city, you better detour around my town. I'll grab you by the hair of the head and lift you off of the ground. I'm not a saint, my baby's a saint, 'cause he ain't around with a kitty. But I'm telling you now to lay off my man if you don't want to go to this city. I wanna tell you what you told my friends if you make them brave enough. And I'll show you what a real woman is. You think you're hot stuff. You bite off more than you can chew. If you get too cute already, you better close your face if you don't wanna eat. Because off this city. If you don't wanna go to this city, you better detour around my town. 'Cause I'll grab you by the hair and I'll lift you off of the ground. I'm not a saint, my baby's a saint, 'cause he ain't get around with a kitty. But I'm telling you now to lay off my man.
You don't want to go to this city.
Here's Clementine. our butts from Mexico, and we God darling, always getting in trouble.
I'm right there. It's still crazy.
But we was running through town, and then you know that he couldn't carry his load, and so he had to drop it, and he dropped it in the village well, just like Darwin. So as we was running across the desert, seeing as we'd already exhausted the entire soundtrack to Three Amigos playing on our guitars, I was trying to think of another one for us. So I referred to the Dylan songbook. I think we should play a song that goes a little something like this. Hot chili peppers in the blistering sun. Rest on my face and my cake. Me and Magdalena on the run. I think this time we should escape. Sold my guitar to the baker's son. For a few crumbs and a place to hide. Nets on stone. At night I dream of bells in the village steeple, and I see the bloody face of Ramon. Was it me that shot us down in the canteen? Was it my hand that held the gun? Don't let it fly, my Magdalene. And watch a young torero stand alone. Drink tequila where our grandfathers stayed. They rode with me into Torreon. And the padre will recite the prayers of old. There's a little church at this side of town. I wear new boots and
song? Yeah.
Get it on your feet.
You may not know him. It's by a guy named Wood Guthrie.
That's my uncle.
He's my uncle too. Hey, over there. Shit. Oh, damn. Anyway, I learned some guy named Wood Guthrie, but he copied it from me.
Yay, Kevin.
Does anyone have any water that I can have?
No.
Got a beer.
Beer only, dude. Some whiskey on that for you.
All right. Can everybody hear me?
What's no?
Maybe. All right, can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Is that okay? I asked Sam to fix this earlier.
I messed up.
Apparently you did not. And Bo apparently too.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job, Bill.
Everybody hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Tony called me like a week ago. He said that, you know, the show's going on and they were putting it together, but, you know, they weren't sure about the lineup. And so they wanted to make sure that I did something. And that was very nice of them. And so I wrote a play. And it's a new play. I wrote a lot of it probably 3 or 4 years ago. Maybe 3 years ago. But the rest of it is pretty new. Okay. It's a play. It's called Jennifer Types. All right. Lights up on Jennifer and Robert. They are in a living room, a very large one. There's music audible from nearby. It's fast and happy. It's loud. Jennifer and Robert are both present. She sits in front of a portable computer on a large wooden desk. Her upper body is clearly visible and faces the audience. Robert sits nearby on the chair. He is half dressed. He is on his knees looking at her computer screen. He speaks slowly and has difficulty seeing the screen. Robert. Jennifer, my love, I'm telling you what the scene is, man, for good and bad. There's a whole world out there, for better and for worse. Froghead. Jennifer. Quickly, he's not paying attention. She's typing. She says, Robert, you are the froghead. Robert says, that's what you say. Jennifer says, type. I'm typing. Robert says, what is this? This is typing. You. Jennifer says, messaging. Instant. Robert looks at the screen and says, you're going to be really fucking bored typing about math. You're going to be really... And then he pauses for 45 seconds. Pauses for 45 seconds, reading what she types and watching her hands. Jennifer continues to type furiously. Robert says, fucking bored. Jennifer says, he pauses. Jennifer types intermittently throughout the following. Robert inches forward until he has reached the desk. Robert says, let's say, okay, are you familiar with math? So, his head dips forward and lands on the desk, audibly. Jennifer's still typing, and then she starts talking. She says, are you cold? Make it back straight. And then, Robert, sits up. And Robert says, what are you typing? And he looks at the screen. She says, really? And then at this point, in the script, on the wall, this is pretty fucking cool. On the wall, a script appears, or on a screen or something. Or no, not the script, the computer screen. But on the computer screen is the script. And it's everything that's been said so far with the Jennifer and Robert stuff. Because what Jennifer's been doing is been typing all that. Okay. And then Robert says, oh my god, that's fucking awesome. So, and then he stops talking, Jennifer stops talking, and he kisses her on the cheek. This is a very sappy play. Very sappy. Jennifer stops and then returns the kiss on his cheek. And then she says very loudly, the ocean. And Robert runs around. He gets up and starts running around. Turns the music way up. He says, oh shit. Where is what? To be large. What monstrousness is a liability. Fast forward to the grave. All of it appears on the screen typed as before. And this is basically, from this point on, you'll just see that on the screen. And then Jennifer keeps typing. What do you think of that? I don't know. Robert loudly. Are you a good typist? Jennifer types. No. This is what? Robert, how's your back? This is all another room. And he runs around to me. Jennifer types. Robert is drinking my booze, and she spells it B-O-O-S. And then it'll be space, enter, and then she retypes my booze. And she types, I'm not talking. Oh my god, only genius results. How do you do that? And Robert runs up and he slides to the desk, he slides on the floor and he kisses her head, and the following appears on the screen as he says, how do you type without looking at the keys? She's typing, and then she retypes keys because she spelled it wrong before. She says, I don't know, I'm probably doing a poor job, and that's all typing. And Robert looks at the desk and says, Jennifer, this is my drink. What have you been typing this whole time? Who wants that, whatever that is? Oh, quesadillas. I'll give that to whoever. Robert exits to the bedroom. And then he comes back and says, am I going to be sad when I read this tomorrow? Jennifer keeps typing. What is sad, Robert? Fuck, I'm messing this up. Sorry, Robert, you're staring at us. And then Jennifer says aloud, the suspense is killing me. And Robert, walking back to the room, he's been getting dressed. He's wearing a nice shirt with a tie and a dome in his hand. He says, did they say that in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? The suspense is killing me. What are you typing? I see you typing. Jennifer laughs and starts typing again. What am I typing? I have no fucking idea. Robert, not looking at the screen, only at her. I wish I had a camera to take pictures of you. Jennifer shakes her head and types. It would be ugly. Do you want to be a genius? No, I don't want to be regarded as one. Nothing is Robert's fault. Oh shit. Like what? I don't know. Secret. Look at that grin. Robert softly pokes her cheek with his finger. I'm serious, isn't this hard? He says, is this special? I have no clue. Robert kisses her again and then goes from room to room getting ready, cleaning a little, cleans dishes and stuff. He drinks her out and sings along with loud music. Jennifer types both quickly and slowly throughout. Jennifer types. What people? Because I don't see the value of action, but words? What if what I'm typing isn't real words? It's something else entirely. Oh, but do they lose their value? I don't think they have value to begin with. Oondoggy. O-O-N-D-O-G-G-I-E. Digit on the beach. My computer doesn't like me. Rob is dancing. He's bouncing really. Robert once told me that he thought his mammal brain had stopped working, and it was terrifying him. His reptile brain was there now. It was very scary to hear that being said. She types. Robert once told me that he thought that he imagined me. Then Robert comes in. How can we get them to fix that problem? No, I'm asking you how we can get that issue resolved. It's on the cell phone. Or if you're telling me that when we walk into that room tomorrow, there's going to be a pile of fucking whatever all, then I can't be there for that. I need 3 pieces of paper that says what he's saying, so get it. He goes back in the bedroom. Jennifer types. He told me one time that he hated to argue like that it was bad. I said, but in certain settings it's good. It doesn't feel powerful to be smarter than everyone else and improve it. He said, no, because certain parts of you had to like it in order to do it well, and those parts were insatiable. And they took and didn't give. And 1 minute and 30 seconds pass. Jennifer sips her drink and lights a cigarette. And then a new song comes on. And it's kind of loud. Robert enters and sings along with it loudly, so now this is my singing part. Practice this. Seriously. Okay, so it's like Robert comes in and he just stands there and he says, the screen door slams, Mary's dress waves, like a vision she dances while the radio plays. Roy Orbison sang for the lonely, that's me and I want you only. Don't turn me home again, I just can't face myself alone again. Don't run back inside, darling, you know just what I'm here for. So you're scared and you think that you ain't that young anymore. Show a little faith in magic in the night. You ain't a beauty, but hey, you're alright. Jennifer laughs. She like throws a pencil at him. Jennifer goes back, or like he goes back in the room where Jennifer types. Music is loud. I make a lot of spelling milkshakes. Robert comes back in, glances over her shoulder, and says, I like it. And he like kisses her and tickles her, and she laughs really loudly. And then he leaves again and runs around. Jennifer types, what? W-H-A. Robert's trying to say important things. Just relax, just relax. Is anything important? Oh shit, it's on. Robert wants to sing and dance. Math is cool, Robert. Join my bandwagon. Beauty and love. Where is it? Let's change the music. Then shoot. Eye roll. Ha ha. Robert moves to the desk and he puts his hands on her shoulders. Jennifer laughs and types, no hijinks are taking place tonight, said a loud voice in the foyer. John couldn't decide whether or not to call it a foyer or a foyer. It makes no difference now that the body has been found. Robert types, Robert says, what are you rambling on about? Get to the point, you. Jennifer looks at him and slowly says, all I'm saying is you're a pretty baby. Love, I love you. I don't need me. And Robert waits and he kisses her on the cheek. You're drunk. Whirling. Jennifer says, you are swirling. You're a swine swirler. Robert says, you don't honestly mean that I'm a swine swirler. What is that? Think it's swine around in the air? Jennifer says, no, on the ground, in the filthy ground where swine live. And Robert says, oh no, I am not the swine in tonight's show, you farm girl, rolling in the hay. Jennifer says, what am I supposed to tell people? And Robert says, in so many words, yes. Jennifer, don't call me names, you swashbuckler. Robert says, what the fuck did you just say? Shall we go through all the lists for the 1,000th time? Jennifer says, no, froghead. Robert says, no indeed, how can you when your memory is gone? Where are we today, Jennifer? He kisses her nose and her lips just once. I love you so much. Be there tomorrow for dinner. Jennifer says, yeah, of course. Jennifer types, and then he leaves again. And Jennifer types. There's a check from Taylor still hanging on the board. Robert thinks I'm not saying something amazing. He hopes that I'm saying something amazing. I'm not. He's afraid to put something. And then it stops. And Robert re-enters. He's got his dress shoes in his hand, but he's otherwise dressed. And she stops typing and looks at him. And there's no more music. Robert says, hey, my little Jen, fur. Why is there a check on the board? Jennifer looks at him and slowly starts crying. And then she starts crying more loudly. And Robert drops his dress shoes and they hit the floor really loudly. And blackout. That's the end of the play. So that's a new play. On June 3rd, you can go to a performance of 2 plays there on June 3rd. So you guys should go there.
Where?
I told you fuckers this last time. June 3rd at the Carver Event Center, which is in East Austin.
Next week.
Next Saturday at 7:30. Yes. Let's give a big hand to everything that's gone on so far.
Wait, yes. Let's go.
It's a variety show, a little variety.
Let's go. We're going.
We'll smoke a cigarette. All right. Move it over.
Get up. Hey. Shut up. All right.
Okay, this is a short piece from a longer, an expanded longer poem, and it's called The Cosby Show.
That is a great road trip.
Is any sound even coming out of that mic?
Yes.
Yes.
Just gotta get close to it.
The Cosby Show. I remember the music at that loft party. The way you, Bill Cosby, walked in and smiled. Listening to James Brown. I like standing by the speakers. And when I didn't have a drink, truly alone, you came dancing up and kissed me quick. I didn't notice the martini you were handing me. Papa's got a brand new bag, and I remember the stumbling conversations. I was red-faced, asking, so, how many seasons of The Cosby Show did you make? It was a dream come true. I remember you talking about Marvin Gaye and Jell-O over the normal It was a dream come true. My stupid, awkward questions. Is it true what they say about black men? You were never one to talk dirty in public. But you did. Leading me down corridors, opening a maze of doors, wandering with you until we could find silence. It was a dream come true.
Take your hand break.
What does that mean? Is that not a tape?
Yo, you're a hot man.
I don't know. There's a tape in there.
Prose reading. We've had a lot of play readings, and so I figured it was appropriate. Yeah, poetry.
You're not one of the Philistines.
Yeah, I'm not. Alright. Y'all may recognize this. It's sitting in the other room. I figured I'd just read it, and we'd reenact it and dramatize it. Hey, Alan, could you hit those lights back there? Yep. Thanks. Alright.
It's not supposed to be funny.
Which means it's going to be beautiful.
I entered the sunroom, where he sat on the white sofa, hands politely folded. His black marble eyes fixed on me. I moved to the leather armchair across the table and sat. He ogled me. It was uncomfortable.
Done.
I said. That's what he liked to call himself, Donnie.
Let me start off by saying you are an exception. And I don't use that word lightly. You are an exceptional actor.
I paused for effect. Then I forced a smile and nodded appreciatively. Donnie's eyes did not change. They registered no inflection. I wondered if there were any gears of any kind ticking behind his avalanche brow.
Our agency has reviewed your portfolio. Your experience is...
My eyes drifted to the manila file folder in my hands. It was worn and felt like flannel. It looked like it had been chewed on. The pages were torn and the ink smudged. Whoever took his headshot made no attempt to mask the tenuous dough-like flesh on Donnie's face.
Your experience is...
I wanted to be polite.
What we're looking for is an actor with a comprehensive portfolio.
The bulk of Donnie's career consisted of theatrical renditions of Frankenstein, which required neither speaking lines nor sudden movement. Recently, he'd been reduced to Geico commercials. Outside of that, he'd done a few bit parts and ballet. The last bit conjured disturbing imagery. Ballet? God, an 8.5-foot green man, barely clean, flesh barely clinging to his bones, body frame like a chimney, undulating to the music of Stravinsky and wearing a tutu? Children would have nightmares for the rest of their lives. My production was a ballet. It called for a green giant at the beginning of Act 2, and my casting agency had originally considered him for the part. The only responsibility would be to stand motionless, holding a teacup poodle. Let's be honest, who could be more perfect for the part? But the cards weren't in it for Donnie. We'd found someone else a few days earlier, made for the part according to my boss. But Donnie's interview was already set up, so I had to go through with the formalities. I closed the door and drew a breath.
However,
I watched it. No feedback.
we don't, feel that you're quite what we're looking for at this time.
I took his lack of movement and speech as an indication that he did not fully understand what I was saying.
decided to pass on you.
Stoic, Donnie.
We wish you all the best in your career, all good things.
I wanted to get out of there. If I walked out, would he understand?
Listen, it's always been our policy to encourage budding actors to resubmit portfolios. Maybe we'll be able to plug you into a future production.
I stood and extended my hand. Donnie's eyes followed me, but he did not move.
Thanks for your time,
I said. His weight hefted forward, and he rose to stand. His shoulders touched the ceiling, and his head hung low. I felt like a kid, a bully. He delicately took my outstretched hand and shook it. His back scraped the ceiling as he slogged towards the door. Once he was outside, his portfolio was still in my hand.
Donnie.
I offered it to him. He looked at it for a moment, as though in thought. Then he looked at me. He looked through me.
Don't you want it?
I asked. He turned and crawled out the door. Once he was outside, he stood, but he still looked confined. He walked away, heavy, as if thoroughly soaked by an unseen thundercloud. I walked to the open door and pulled it shut. As I watched him go, I idly thumbed through the file folder in my hand. On the last page, under the bold print that said "Objective," Donnie had written,
Donnie, not good.
He know.
No, but acting he loved.
He loved.
Only thing
He loved.
he loved.
This is serious, right? My agency couldn't book him in a million years. He was too creepy. He wasn't saleable. No matter how hard he tries, he'll only ever be a monster. He didn't need his portfolio anymore. He'd given up. This was his last interview, his last attempt. I watched Donnie trudge off into the woods and through the double-paneled glass sunroom windows. I heard him cry.
Copies of that.
JP3. Alright, next up we got.
I'm sorry.
Alright, next up we got another person with the last name of Waldrop. And so it's Jessica and Mike, and they're gonna play a little ditty on a chair.
Yeah! Oh, this is hard.
They must be twins.
Kind of figured everything out.
Yeah, sorry, Mike said it's kind of fucked up. Next up, we have Ted and Meredith doing a rendition from Kids in the Hall.
Is he need a mic? There he is. Make out the Is this lighting?
I speak English. You'd be surprised. A lot of people don't. I think that's really sad. I mean, why don't they speak English? Is it because they find it difficult? That's retarded. I mean, it's easy. I've been speaking English my whole life. I've never had any problems. Is it because they don't like it? It's ludicrous. English is great. Shakespeare's in English. Barely. Is it because it's not their first language? So? I mean, where were their parents? Why would you teach your kids a language that nobody speaks? And it's not like they only speak one different language. There's like more than 5 of them. Like Spanish, German, or check this one out. Hindi. In France, everybody speaks French because they think it's cool. Gives them an excuse to smoke. I'm not a racist, but sometimes I think they don't really understand what they're saying. And they run around jibber-jabbering and speaking gibberish just to make you feel like a jerk. You know? This happened to me once. I was in this store in Holland. And I was asking the guy for some razors, a pack of razors, and he looked at me like I was a fag or something. And he said, "I don't speak English," in this really dumb accent. And, you know, I said it again. I have a pack of razors real slow, like you would say to a dog. And he looked at me and he said, "I don't speak English." And I thought, what's with this clown? And I didn't know what to do, so I reached across the counter and I grabbed the razors. I mean, what would you do? And of course, he overreacted. You know, Europeans. And he chased me down the street, yelling some funny words. Hollandaise, I guess. This old woman in these wooden shoes came clomping up. I told her to go back to dipping candles or whatever they do. And she pretended not to understand me. So I told her. She overreacted. She died. You know, European.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it in your room? Okay.
I think mine's in my room.
Enjoy the beer. Try the Jägermeister. It's okay.
All right.
Alright, y'all. We got one more song. Just one. Really? If you've ever seen the sunshine on a cloudy day or a rainbow and a volcano, you may thought this.
Okay, y'all just see all
He's right. He's right.
No, he's right. That's the funny part about it.
All right. You are
My
Sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
the other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. Till I awoke, dear, and I was mistaken. Yeah, and I hung my head and cried.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Don't take my sunshine away.
I told you once, dear, and no one else could come between. And if you leave me to love another, maybe you'll regret it all someday.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Don't take my sunshine away.
You told me once, dear, you always loved me, and no one else could come between. And now shattered all my dreams. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Don't take my sunshine away. You are my
Sunshine,
My only
sunshine.
you
Make me happy.
when
Skies green. No, dear,
how
much I love
you
take
my sunshine away.
Please don't take my sunshine away. Let's all get drunk.
Knocked up lately.
What?
J-Lo,
Peter?
she's pregnant. Hey, Jennifer Garner just got a kid.
Sorry.
Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie just popped out a kid. And apparently Kevin Federline's still at it. Hey, Tom Cruise. Hey, thank you. But apparently Kevin Federline's still at it, and Britney Spears is having another kid.
Well, fuck her.
And well, apparently that's what Kevin Federline said. So I have a special guest for y'all tonight to perform with me. Her name's Brittany, and hopefully she'll deliver. So, if everybody can see, she's standing right over there.
Oh my gosh, Brittany!
Holy shit! She's as fucking big as a beluga whale.
She's right.
I would hit her in her face, but she's a celebrity and she can get plastic surgery for the. What's the point? You know? So,
Hit where it counts.
we'll do an archery trick tonight, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Rob from the rich.
Back. Fine. Big pregnant woman.
Baby, one more time.
I got 11 arrows. You guys might be waiting for a while.
Those are just contractions. That's all they are.
Breathe.
Easiest thing to explain.
Hey, can I get a shot at tequila?
Why, yes, you can.
All right.
Wait. Who wants a double shot?
Yes. What'd you say? All right.
What? I'm sorry.
I like this thing.
I did too. It's really impressive. I thought it was an effigy. I didn't realize it was Bob Dylan. I thought it was because it didn't have hair when I first saw it. So I thought it was probably an effigy that you were going to burn. So the obvious choice was that it would be George Bush.
Oh yeah.
I saw the harmonica, so I was like, it's harmonica playing George Bush, and you're going to burn him.
Why'd you think it was George Bush?
Because he didn't have hair yet, and it was just
Okay.
like I said. I didn't think statue or
Yeah, no.
float. I thought effigy.
It's fucking awesome though. I like the hammer too. Because you're supposed to sit in the chair over there.
No,
You sit in the chair and you say, and it says, "Please hammer, don't hurt me."
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I'm actually.
I know. Now that I see the nose, it's clearly Bob Dylan. Now that I see his nose.
Exactly.
You shut up. Come watch the video. Come watch the fucking video.
What video?
We're gonna rewatch this.
Okay, yeah, that thing was fucking crazy.
Because no one that I ever talked to knows about her. I mean, you did it so well. Her big favorite was
Wonderful road trip, and I haven't taken a single picture.
I was like, no.
I like that. I like the flower. Oh, sorry. I like the flower petals in the pool. Yeah, it's a nice touch, I think.
Hey, thanks for playing that one. It's like my favorite one. Yeah, thank you.
I don't know if I know that song.
Hey man, how are you? Yeah. You doing alright? I was mugging you. Don't swing.
Why am I plotting?
Don't swing, man.
I'm about to make some Damien. Yeah, it's coming. What'd you say? Well, you didn't think I'd have the focus, did you?
I mean,
I got all the focus, baby.
What are you talking
All the focus coming your way.
Tony, which we play?
Yeah.
I don't know. Play whatever you want. No, that was good.
Horseshit.
Horseshit.